Been a victim of crime in New Haven? If so, what'd you learn from that?
I've been fortunate. I haven't been a victim of any major crime in the city of New Haven. I have, certainly I live in Fairhaven, and outside my home from time to time we have issues with prostitutes and drug dealing. And so I've certainly had to confront drug dealers and prostitutes and people who've bought drugs, who park in front of our house and
How did you confront
use those drugs. Usually just say, hey, you can't do that here. And
do they leave?
Most of the time people leave. Most of the time people don't want to be, don't want to be bothered. They realize that they're doing something wrong, but it's where they are in their life, and that can be a painful place. But I'm raising with my wife, Kika, a son here in Fairhaven, and I'm not going to tolerate any activity like that outside my home, and nor should anybody else be able to. And most of the time people move on. A few times I've had to have shouting matches with folks.
What did you say? What was the dialogue?
Well, some of those words I probably shouldn't repeat since I'm running for mayor. But at one point I had, after a confrontation with a man who was trying to find, I guess, drugs that had been placed for him. And I said, you got to go. You can't be here. Got into a bit of a shouting match, and eventually had to call the police to ensure that the problem was resolved. And the next day I found the window of my car broken out, but he's gone and no longer in our neighborhood, and I'm still there. And I know that my experience is pretty similar to a lot of people in this city who've experienced crime one way or the other. But we've been fortunate that that it's been that kind of low-level thing, and not a major thing that's impacted us directly.